Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the must-see talk show of all time. Welcome to Ms. T... No, I'm kidding. Welcome to the Game Changer, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Nate the Effing Great. My guest here today is indeed a professional wrestler, very entertaining, very talented. First time ever I think I've ever actually used this phrase, very kosher, you might say. Ladies and gentlemen, joining me here tonight is the one, the only, Matthias Glass, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to have you here today.
You'll have to excuse me, I'm getting over a cold.
Well,
and training doesn't stop just because you're sick, but thank you for having me.
It is great to have you on here. I guess the first question that I have to ask you, I ask all my guests on this, for you, what got you interested in professional wrestling?
Professional wrestling was never a thought for me. I did not watch WWE or WCW growing up. What got me into pro wrestling was that I was working with people with developmental disabilities as a caregiver in a home setting.
Okay.
And many of my clients loved wrestling and just watched it religiously. And after working with people with developmental disabilities for 3 or 4 years, I realized that I just wanted to make people laugh. And seeing how much they responded to professional wrestling, I decided to give it a go. I contacted a local school in my area, and it was 100 miles an hour, pedal to the metal right after that.
Very interesting. So, with that much travel, that had to be a lot of time taken away from a lot of social gatherings or just a lot of things, really. 100%
right. When you're wrestling is at the forefront of all your responsibilities. It should be, if you're trying to be successful, it should be the most important thing in your life. So I have a wife, and I barely see her. I see her 1 day a week now. Wow. And I haven't seen my family. I see my family maybe 2 or 3 times a year, and it gets rough, but wrestling becomes your whole entire life.
It really does, but it's really good that your family and your wife, especially, they have been very patient with you. Am I correct?
They have been.
That is always a major plus. If you have people around you that are that patient and know that you work hard at your passion, and you know that your life is definitely going to be in the right direction. But with wrestling, did it kind of come naturally when you first started training, or was it one of those things where it just kind of was like a slow, so I have to do it kind of like this? Because I know from experience, just watching it, it's like, oh, it looks pretty easy, I could do that. And then doing it, it's like, okay, maybe not.
Now, I remember my training, the initial fee was $500.
Whoa.
And being Jewish, that was a hard number to swallow, knowing that I was going to have to pay $500 before I even stepped into a ring. So I paid the $500, and my first day of training, I remember hitting the ropes. I didn't even take a bump yet. I remember hitting the ropes, and that hurt. Just hitting the ropes left sores and bruises on my back for the first 2 or 3 months that I wrestled. Aside from everything else hurting, even just being whipped into the corner, taking a buckle, that hurts. Forget about slams, forget about body slams, and anytime you're taking a bump or you're slamming your body onto the mat, oh my goodness, I mean, it stinks. And when I first started, I for many months, I was reconsidering it every time I got into the ring. It did not come natural to me at all, especially not having watched wrestling. I came into this business with a entertainment mindset, not I'm going to be a wrestler mindset.
So, as months went on, it got a little bit easier. Did that also force you into watching wrestling more, or was it still one of those situations where you just kept doing what you're doing?
As I began to appreciate wrestling more for what it is, and what it is an art form. Learning how to tell a story in the ring, which I'm still not a novice at. Watching some of the greatest performers, greatest wrestlers of all time, tell stories in the ring and garner reactions from crowds. Yes, I do watch wrestling now. I just watched. I did watch No Mercy. I do enjoy watching wrestling as a hobby, and whereas before the first 6 to 8 months, I watched it purely for training purposes.
All right, awesome. So, your first matchup, was it nerve-wracking or was it kind of more exciting? Because obviously it takes a lot of training. Some people usually take months to years, and then finally somebody says, "Okay, you're ready. Let's do it." Your first matchup, was it at all nerve-wracking for you, or was it just more excitement?
It was extremely nerve-wracking for me. I had a combined total of 13 days of training before I had my first match.
Wow.
Yeah, they saw the big hat and they said, "Oh boy, this guy, we got to throw him in. We throw him on a poster. People are going to laugh at that. Blah blah blah." So I should have kept the hat at home for a little while longer, because as soon as people started seeing me walk around with the hat, people started booking me, and I was not ready. Like I said, I had my first match for D2W Pro Wrestling, and they're based out of Wharton, New Jersey. And at 13 days total training, my opponent was Jarrett Foster. He was going to work with for 10 years now. Match was fine. I'm very proud to say that you can watch a lot of my matches on YouTube, and I have never had a "oh boy, that was terrible" type moment. There are times where you can see I'm gassed, or I'm tired, or I'm sick, but luckily, just the movement is pretty natural to me in the ring. First match, yes, extreme butterflies. Even now, I just had my 232nd match, and I've been wrestling for 14 months. The butterflies are still there, but the more you do it, the less they are present.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned YouTube, because that's exactly how I initially discovered you. I remember watching GTS, Grimm's Toy Show, and I just remember seeing you just popping up out of nowhere as Grimm's next door neighbor, the friendly neighborhood Jew, and immediately I thought to myself, well, who's this guy? Who's this? And then I just remember watching you in the ring, and it's like, I love this guy. Very entertaining, very lovable, just loved that. Was it...
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, how was it working for Grimm? Because I know I've seen, I'm one of those few people that watches these matches. I'm like, oh my gosh, Grimm, you're making this purely about yourself. You're basically what Vince McMahon is, only like 10 times as worse. But from your experience, how is it working for Grimm behind the scenes?
Grimm, very good guy, very nice guy. He has his own vision for what he wants to do with GTS. Okay, drive it. Well, what are you asking me? Is Grimm a bad guy? Grimm's a great guy. I know that he gets a lot of criticism for quote-unquote burying people shovel style, putting himself over, always having a belt, blah, blah, blah. Fact of the matter is, Grimm himself is the only person that he can count on to be there every day. His biggest, behind the scenes, his biggest like super indie guys, like Leo Rush, JT Dunn, and those guys have great social media presence. Me, I'm a year in, and I'm building towards that, and it's been great. I'm actually driving as a truck that GPS on right now. That's 10 minutes, 80 transportation services. But Grim's a great guy. Love working for him. I'm actually going to be there 3 days in October. I'll be posting my October schedule soon. I just spoke to him. I don't have anything bad to say about him. He does what he has to do to keep that show running. And just being there, what the fact that I've been there, seeing the frustration he has when people don't show up, I understand why he books the show the way he books the show.
Okay. Well, now that you put it like that, it actually does make things a little more understandable, and it also makes me have a different look where, now I'm looking at his point of view. It's like, okay, I guess I can understand how how his mindset works. So very good to see that. I might have a different mindset next time I see one of his videos. I'll be like, oh, okay, he's burying this guy shovel top. Well, maybe I'll accept this one. I'll let it go for a while. But but obviously, in the 14 months that you've been wrestling, people have definitely been taking notice of you. As a matter of fact, a lot of people. This was something that also really surprised me, and I know you talked about it on social media, that you were actually ranked in one of the top 500 wrestlers from PW Insider, and I believe that you were ranked 499, if I was not mistaken.
That is correct. Yes.
Man, that's got to put a lot more responsibility on you and a lot more pressure on you for being ranked that high. And for those of you that don't know, PW Insider does not just pick people willy-nilly. They definitely look at a lot of matches and they're thinking, this guy's good, this guy's good. And for you to be ranked within the top 500 in the world, that's got to be an incredible honor there in itself.
I appreciate that. Yes, I was ranked 499. PW Insider was my rookie year. Kind of a double-edged sword getting ranked in the PWI 500. The fan perspective and the wrestler behind-the-scenes worker perspective, there's different things. So, a lot of people in general are happy for me, and I appreciate that. The reason why I'm on these top 500 is because I worked for 26 companies in my first year. I held 2 championships. I was in a Super 8 tournament and had well over 200 matches. Those statistics alone are what got me to the spot. Aside from having a giant hat, throwing it at people, blah blah blah. But for instance, I trained at a training school. I trained at a wrestling school, and it was not celebrated that I was in the top 500 because it is thought that the list itself is a quote-unquote a work, right? It's politics, right? Especially when guys like Donovan Dijak don't even make the list. I can easily say that Donovan Dijak should have made the list, and I could have been number 500, or another person could have made the list, and I would have been pushed off the list and get tired. So I'm super happy and super proud that I made the PWI 500. I can't celebrate it as much as I'd like to because I see a lot of negativity mostly from people who aren't on the list, about the list itself. That it's a work, that it's all politics. Listen, I busted my ass I still busted my ass, and I'm happy I made the list. And yes, it puts a tremendous amount of pressure on me because I was ranked in my rookie year. So not only do I have to be ranked next year, but I have to be ranked higher in order for people's perspective of me is that I'm continually progressing. So yeah, it's a lot of pressure on me. In some ways, I would have liked to have not made the list. Maybe
Yeah, it does. You do make a really good point with that, and it does actually probably beg the question: would you rather be on the top 500 list or the list of Jericho?
I don't know, man. But you made a WWE reference. I barely watch it, but go ahead.
Well,
I better not be on that damn list. I'll throw my hat at him. So what about you? Who's your favorite wrestler right now
in
in
WWE right now, oh man, it's there are a lot that really come to mind, but I think
name like one of the top performers that you hold.
Top performers that definitely come to mind right now are AJ Styles, Bobby Roode, and Roman Reigns definitely is high up there. A lot of people are not going to like that, but hey, Roman is the man right now, and he's, whether we like it or not, he's going to be around for a while, so it's just...
I like Roman Reigns a lot, and when he learns to cut a better promo, it'll be even better.
100% agree. 100% agree. All right, so one more question, and then we'll give you some time to do some, cheap plug it in for shows that you may be coming in for, and then we'll let you be on your way. When it all is said and done, and you're riding off into the sunset, your wrestling career is coming to a close, what do you want people to remember you most for?
I'd like to be remembered for making people smile and laugh. That is something that I've always wanted. I've done stand-up comedy here and there. It's something that I enjoy. I was always the class clown. I always wanted to make people laugh, and wrestling allows me to do that. So if there was one thing that I want people to remember me by, that when they think of Matthias Class, that they smile, because they think of all my, funny answers. Being a little different, being a comedy guy in wrestling is really important to me. So when everything's done, I like people to completely say Matthias Class, that was a good comedy wrestler, up there with the likes of Colt Cabana, and things like that. That'd be great.
Well, I think you're definitely on the right direction. It's going to be really awesome to see what the future holds for you. So before we say goodbye to Mr. Matthias Glass, do you have any shows that you would like to plug that you are going to be showing up for, or any kind of things that you need to make mention of?
I'm very lucky. I'm not going to bore you with my whole October, November schedule coming up. I'm very lucky to be working for a lot of different shows. I'll just name some of the companies. I'm not going to name the dates. I'll be working for World of Hurt in October. That's in Vermont. UWA Elite in New Jersey. Jersey All Pro Wrestling. Let's see here. I frequent the Sanctuary in Pennsylvania twice monthly. They have a live stream, a YouTube stream that I usually tweet out on my Twitter feed. I'm the champion at Fundraiser Wrestling. We'll have an event on November 11th in Bergen County. And that's it. I post my schedule on my Facebook and my Twitter. Facebook.com/The Outlaw and @TheAcidicOutlaw on Twitter and Instagram. And I don't post too much, so people don't have to unfollow me. That's my biggest pet peeve on social media. Why do you got to post every day? I know what you look like. I don't need to study. I don't need to find selfies every day. Give me the short version. But anyway, I really appreciate you having me. Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you very much for making time to do this. It's really an honor and a privilege to be working to interview another very entertaining wrestler, and wishing nothing but the best of you in everything that you do. I mean, 14 months. Let's get it up to maybe 14 plus years. We'll see.
That'd be great. I hope my body holds up. I try to take care of myself.
All right, guys. So for Matthias Glass, I'm Nate the Effing Great. Thank you so much for joining us here for this exclusive interview, and we will see you guys later. Have a good one, guys.
Nate the Effing Great. Are you Jewish? What? You're not Jewish?
No.
All right, I gotta go.
All right, man. Good talking to you. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.